Hey everyone, welcome back to another Sun League 1v1. This is another game from HPPL's Mare, the Diamond League player, and he is versing Sharkpo, the other Diamond League player. Someone whom I assume is Protoss, but no, we'll find out soon. Thank you very much to Mare for sending in this game. He sent in actually a whole bunch of games. So thank you very much to him for sending these in so that I can cast it. Alright, we're into the game. And down in the bottom right-hand corner, it is Mare. And over the blue Zerg, over in the bottom left-hand corner, it is Sharkpo. We'll make sure I zoom all the way out this time, as opposed to last time where I didn't do that. Straight up, we see almost an identical build. In fact, I'm looking at those closely. Nope, no, hang on. Control-N. Those are pretty much identical timings for the drone and Overlord to come out. So we see these Overlords just, you know, hanging right in the same place. We've got 3 drones coming. Oh my goodness. Alright, we have Sharkpo bringing up an extractor straight away. And into a spawning pool far before Mare, who is currently building a hatchery over here. So you see a hatchery and another drone coming out for Mare. So there is a very aggressive build coming out from Sharkpo here. Although this hatchery is going down, we see an extractor going down now. The extractor's already finished over here for Sharkpo, and he's already sending drones in. I have disconnected from BattleNet. Okay, cool, whatever. We have a spawning pool coming down for Mare finally, but that spawning pool from Sharkpo is going to be finished far in advance. However, the much greater economy of our red Zerg over here, Mare, hopefully will be able to make a difference. But we'll have to see if he can survive this first push, and we finally see the second hatchery coming down from Sharkpo. Mare actually has a slight supply advantage, as we can see, although I imagine this is not something that's going to last very long. We've got Lings already coming out and a Queen for Sharkpo, our blue Zerg. We'll have to see how they go. We see over here this hatchery is almost done, and 3 extractors. Wow. Other than the build order, they are playing very similarly. This, I don't think Sharkpo's seen anything yet. And Mare, let's see, does Mare see this? Will Mare see these Zerglings? We switch to, over here. Did he see them? Yes, he sees them. Mare has seen the Zerglings going by. He's sawn all 4. And we still have to see how this tracks. We see them coming over here. The Overlord's finally coming in to see what's going to happen. As we see, yep, finally. Mare knows everything's happening, and it looks like he will have the Zerglings in order to counter this. He's running them out now. They're going out to attack. They're surrounding. Oop, there's a nice round there. Those other Zerglings are running past. They need to turn back and attack. Alright, we just have a little bit of a running battle out in the middle of the map here. 2 of Mare's Zerglings are splitting off for the entire force. However, they are going to rejoin, maybe. Yes, they're going to rejoin. Still in the lead. But surely there will be more Zerglings coming out here. No, there isn't. We see a battle. 2 of those Zerglings have been picked off, and we've got still 4v2. This is not going to go well. We see a whole bunch of Zerglings, of Mare's Zerglings, it appears, are just waiting over here. We've got some Banelings morphing in. Baneling nest still only just coming down for Sharkpo. So this is going to be a slight advantage. Sharkpo's Zerglings now have speed, however, which is a great advantage. And they're going to catch those Banelings out. One Zergling goes in. They pick off another Zergling. This is going to... Ooh, those Zerglings got away just in time. However, those Banelings do not have speed, and more Banelings are coming out now for Sharkpo, so they're going to be able to be countered. There's 5 Banelings coming out right now for Sharkpo. Where are those being morphed in? Being morphed in right on creep. And we have a... hold on, no. I want Control A. Here we go. We have a roughly equal army supply. Oh, big hit goes down there. And we see that the army supply is still actually pretty equal. Let me see. They're trying to do some Baneling micro there, but those have been accurate. Don't get away from there. There's a huge massive thing. Meanwhile, over in the base, there's not a very big run by. Those Banelings are just sort of getting picked off before they... Oh, one might get a chance to get some... Oh, doesn't quite killing the drones. You need 2 Baneling hits to kill drones. Those drones, though, are very low on health. As we see a massive run by coming in from Mare. However, Sharkpo seems to be able to deal with this. Lots of Banelings coming out now, and more Zerglings are able to deal with it. So we see over here, there's some Banelings morphing, and they're going to get picked off by Sharkpo, although will they be done in time? Oh, all those Banelings... That Baneling survives! Holy crap, I would not have expected that. Let's go check, and we've got a huge force of Zerglings coming in over the map now. However, oops, some lag. We do have Sharkpo is morphing in some Banelings himself, and we've got a two-pronged push coming in here. Oops, some Banelings being morphed. 3 Banelings are coming in. 8 Zerglings are about to pop out for Sharkpo, though, so defender's advantages with him. He's got his 4... Oh! That was close. And we've got more Zerglings coming in now as the 3rd hatchery is going down for Sharkpo well in advance of Mare's. We have a little battle here going. Mare is keeping most of his Zerglings back, though. He wants to make sure he doesn't take a large Baneling hit, and we've got Banelings going off everywhere and seemingly no damage being done. Nope. Control A, army supply. Massive advantage right now to Sharkpo, who is 51 to 37, just general supply. Ahead in every way, and with a 3rd coming out now. It looks like Mare may potentially... Ooh, that Baneling hit was big. It looks like Mare may potentially have overcommitted. However, the big Baneling run coming in... Oh, picks off a whole bunch of drones. Nice. 3 workers killed now for Mare. Oh, more coming in. Have we even that advantage out? We have Sharkpo and Mare. In fact, Mare actually has a lead now. And, not anymore, though. Not an army supply. That was a big advantage. Let's see what's happening back in the base. We have just huge amounts of Zerglings being morphed in right now. However, I have to give the edge in this to Sharkpo. Unless this is a... Is this going to be a control? Is this going to be a 3rd? We've got APM at... Whoa. Large APM there for Mare. Nope. There we go. We've got the 3rd finally coming out there for Sharkpo. However, we have a massive Ling battle in the middle of the map here. We've got some Lings coming down. Nope, that didn't really matter. But we've got Banelings coming in. That's a huge couple of Zerglings. Don't get hit! Thankfully, there is no speed out for those Banelings. So they're... Oh, but that's a good situation for them. They need to run away. Mare needs to be very careful dancing around these Zerglings, trying to pick them off one at a time. Those Banelings are not overcommitting. Ooh, some solid hits go off, but nothing too major. And we see that the army supply is still an advantage of Mare, even with defender's advantage. However, Mare just seeming ahead now, actually. Oh, damn it. I always do this. Control S. Oh, Control A. We've got 22 to 15 army supply. Worker supply is still actually in Sharkpo's advantage. However, we've got the Banelings coming in. However, they should get picked off by that Queen and those Zerglings. Taking some Zergling damage there. We've got a little bit of a battle happening up here. Those Banelings need to run away! More Banelings coming in. Why am I unspending? Oh man, I'm not doing this well. We have that 3rd is just about to pop for him. Yeah, it's not fast and good. We have a bit of a battle happening here, and those are Sharkpo's Banelings, so they need to watch out. We've got 5 Banelings morphing in over here for Mare. And that hatchery is taking some pretty significant damage right now, although it shouldn't be enough to threaten it, as those Banelings are coming in against the morphing in Banelings! Oh, those are all going to get picked off right now. Oh no, they get cancelled. Nice, nice. I think. Or they just got refunded. I can't quite tell. I don't play Zerg, ladies and gentlemen. I play Protoss. We don't get to cancel Baneling morphs. We have more coming in for Mare. More Banelings coming in for Mare. There's a Queen getting involved now. Many Zerglings coming in. The army supply is still in the advantage of Mare, but most of it is still streaming across the map. Ooh, big hits going down there on Sharkpo. As those Banelings are just forcing everything out. And they're walking past and they're gonna... Ooh, no, they're not gonna hit. What's happening? They're dancing back and forth off creep with no speed. Ooh, big hit there on those Banelings, but not enough to actually kill them all. Massive battles happening over here. However, Mare's been very successful. He's keeping the pressure over on Sharkpo's side of the map pretty much constantly. That Queen should get picked off. Yep, that... Ooh, a lot of damage going on that Queen, but is it worth it? There's a lot of Zerglings getting killed. 26 more Zerglings coming in. However, we have a Roach Nest, and Roaches are being morphed in already. We've got this base is oversaturated. Never built a second gas. Let's go check in over here with that battle just constantly happening. Still no second gas here. No gases on his 2nd. None on his 3rd. Same here for Sharkpo. They're basically just committing to this Zergling battle. Those Roaches, you're going to need more gas for those Roaches, Sharkpo. I think. Again, I'm pretty sure they cost... They definitely cost... I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they cost gas. We've got a massive multi-pronged battle happening here. That hatchery looks like it's going to get taken down. However, those are going to be some Zerglings and I believe Roaches. Yep, 2 of the Roaches are going to pop out there, although they're probably going to get surrounded by the Zerglings straight away. Let's see. They're still popping out. That hatchery is sacrificed. And so is that Roach. Oh, yes, that Roach is dead. Massive Baneling hit coming in. Hits 1. You need better hits than that for a Baneling. There's a massive group of 3 up there, but those Roaches are going to take damage, and there's more Roaches coming down now. Let's look at the army supply. The army supply is 30 to 27 in Sharkpo's favor. Oh, now 35. Those reinforcements are going to take a minute to stream across the map, and we've got masses of Zerglings. Whereas we see that the units... Mare is doing this entirely on Zerglings with speed, which are enough to get by, but they're not... If they get into a massive battle, those Roaches are just going to pick apart the Zerglings. They need to make sure they avoid that big Zergling Roach clump right now. Those 8 Roaches can do some pretty massive damage with those Banelings, which we're seeing them doing now. We've got just more Zerglings coming out for Mare. Very committed to this tech. I'm pretty sure we don't have a Roach Warren yet for him. Nope. There's that one. Lovely little smiley face of HPPPL. Alright, we see another battle coming up here with those Roaches are moving in, but those Zerglings are running around. They're ranting, dancing. They're going to try to run past and they come back and commit. They're attacking some of those Roaches, but there's not enough Zerglings. But there's a massive Baneling hit. Oh my goodness, that was so huge. We've got a couple of Zerglings there. That seems all good. We've got a few more reinforcements streaming in here, but we'll want them to stay back. You don't want to commit against that, Mare. You cannot take that. 49 supply against 47. We see that most of that is in army. So, actually, it's just everything. Everything. Nothing. 24 for Mare. Mare needs to tech up here. He's committing very much to these Zergling run-bys, but Scarpo is just going to pull more and more ahead with that 6-worker count lead. And with those Roaches just constantly taking down these Zergling hits, what are that? Are those going to morph into Banelings? No, we're just going to see a Zergling run by here. That Queen and those Banelings should be able to... Wow, they're running right up into the main! What's going to happen here? We see them walking around. The Queen should get this all cleaned up. Yeah, those Roaches are going to come in to help. We see a large clump of these running in, though. Where are they going? We see a massive battle happening up here. As we see those Zerglings are coming in, there's a bit of a drone morph, but that Roach is going down. So is that Queen! We got the Queen picked off. That new hatchery is not staying down. And that third hatchery is going to start to kick in. Battle.net connection lost. I know, thank you. That third is should be starting to kick in for Mare, but Scarpo is just spending more. We see we finally got a Hydra Den, I believe, coming down. Oh no, that's a lair. Never mind, I can't read my things. We've got a lair coming down that's going to be a higher tech than anything that Scarpo has, and that's a massive Ling run by. Nope, I want control R. Here we go. Well, he's got 22 workers killed here. 23, 24. That should be a 25. There we go, 25 workers killed. That's massive. 25 workers killed to nothing. That's just so much economic damage, and we see that they're going into the main. And those Roaches should be able to clean it all up, but that's just too much damage done. We've got 28 workers to 33, still in the favor of Scarpo, though. And that economic damage just may not be enough. He was so far in the lead that he may just be able to, even though he's taken so much damage this game, he's just recovering. We see those Zerglings cannot take on huge clumps of Roaches. He's got 14 Roaches now, and those... You're going to need to get some pretty decent Baneling hits to do anything against those. We see 5 Banelings are being morphed in, 16 more Zerglings coming out, no more Roaches coming out for Scarpo, though. So Mare's hoping he can get something done with this, and he's picking off Roaches here and there, but there's just so many Roaches. Those Banelings don't have speed yet. They're not going to be able to do much. They're currently running away. So Mare is currently floating 500 minerals. What's he wanting to do with that? There's nothing on the production tab for him. 14 more Zerglings. Alright. We see a little bit of a battle happening down here. It's a skirmish. Those Zerglings are dancing in and out off the creep with their speed so fast. So fast. They're still trying to pressure that. They're trying to do a bit of a run by there, getting some drones. However, the big battle's happening up here with those Roaches. Some of those Roaches are really low on health, but those Zerglings are also just dead. They have so little survivability. They only cost half a supply each. And Roaches can just mop that up. They are so tanky against Zerglings. That Baneling is just waiting there. We see the Roaches are on the front line. What's coming up here? We've got a bit of a Baneling that's coming around, trying to come around the back, staying away from the creep as much as they can. What are they doing? Can Scarpo see them? He cannot. Does not know that they're there yet. What does he think? Oh, hang on. He now probably has seen them. I don't know what's happening here. I'm not sure how I'm going to commentate this. There's so much happening on this screen at once. What is happening right now? We've got a massive surround trying to be set up against those Roaches, and it's sort of working. Oh, those Banelings take out a huge chunk of those Zerglings, though. And we see... What are these guys doing? Okay, they may have thought there was something up there, but there isn't. What is happening over here? We have a Zergling run by on the 3rd of Mare, and workers are finally starting to go down for him. We see he's losing 2, 3, 4, 5 workers killed. He may actually just take out this entire line if he isn't careful. We see that Mare is just... He's going in for the new line. He's going to try to take out that Queen, but there's more Zerglings coming in straight away, and I cannot tell what is happening in this battle right now. There's a lot of Zerglings for Mare, I'm pretty sure. We'll have to see at the end of that. What is that? 40... We've got 41 to 21. Scarpo's massively in the lead now. And Rees, he only managed to kill 7 workers, but it put him behind. That 3rd is no longer mining. That economy is massively down for Mare. We've got more Zerglings streaming in across the map, but there is just so many Roaches. There's just so many Roaches. Those Zerglings can't do anything against them. There may be 32 Zerglings, but there's just enough Banelings and Roaches here. Oh, there's a massive run by into the 2nd here. There's so many Roaches there. There's 22 drones there. But that Queen and those Roaches are going to sort it out. Going into the main now with another contingent, but there's nothing in the main. He's got to take out that queen. I'm not sure how much that's going to do, though. As we see out on the map here, we've got Zerglings just getting cleaned up. And a few doing something in here. Is that? No, that's just an Overlord. Never mind. That hatchery is getting some damage. It's getting some work done on it, but those roaches are going to come in and just clean that up. Ooh! We see the banelings trying to go down. A bit of a surprise, but they weren't surprising enough. Where are they going? They're trying to get the main army. Ooh! Big connections there, taking out a lot of the Zerglings. That hatchery run by has been cleaned up. We've got another one happening down in the third, and that third is dangerously low, and so is that Spore Crawler, actually. But there wasn't... So if he could do another little run by like that, he'll be able to take out the defenses and the third again. We see that third of Mare hasn't got anyone taken back to it. There's no drones there. There's 13 here. There's 1 here. They're just mining that. We've got 2 gas at least. We'll see that. I'm going to zoom back out again for this battle. This looks like it's going to be insane. We've got a big surround being set up, but... Oh! All of those Zerglings taken out by a Baneling. They take down the... they take down the hatchery. But the entire attack's being taken out by those roaches. This is just so strong. We see a Spire is coming in from Mare. Finally, a tech switch. Channeling his inner Protoss. We'll see if he can make anything happen with that. Without his third being... There we go. We've got 7 workers on the third. 13 still here. And still 1. Just 1 worker. We still have 6 there, but that's alright. That Overlord's getting curious. He's going to go up and have a look there. The map is sort of finally quieting down for a minute so I can collect my thoughts and see what's happening. That Spire tech switch, I don't believe it's been scouted. I can double check that. No, his main base has just not been scouted at all. Scarpo's operating off faith here, and that 4th has been scouted completely. He knows it's there, and there are Zerglings running straight up into it, trying to force the cancel out. We'll see if there's a response from Mare. Not from Mare, from Scarpo. Yes, his entire army is moving up here. He's not going to be able to get enough damage done. However, there is a counterattack that's been already wiped up over here. We see that Scarpo is pushing him off. However, that hatchery took significant damage. It's pretty much already finished, and it's already at half health, and those Zerglings are still there ready to swoop back in the second that anything moves. There's nothing that shoots up here apart from Queens, and that Overlord's just sitting there waiting to see what happens. More Zerglings are moving up here to make sure they defend, though. Those Roaches are actually just staying there. The Zerglings are sort of moving around for Mare, and there's a huge amount of Mutas moving over the map. There's quite a few. There's more coming in production. There's 10 Mutas already, but they have been scouted. What are they going to do? They're going to ball up. He's only got Queens. We have to see what happens here. We have a lair coming out finally from Scarpo, but I think it might be too late. The Mutas are already in his 4th. They're already cleaning everything up. We've got Spore Crawlers being morphed in, but those Mutas are just going to decimate everything as the lag kicks in massively. I hope that that Mare and Scarpo didn't see this. That Muta tech switch. He's got to get so many Spore Crawlers to deal with this, and those Roaches can't do anything. They have to just retreat onto the map right now, and that's where Mutas are best. Mutas are coming in now. They're going to take out that 4th. That Queen is doing work, and that Spore Crawler is almost finished. There's 2 Spore Crawlers there. They're almost done. The Mutas are going to try to take down the one that isn't finished yet, and they succeed just. Being able to do a little bit of damage here with that Spore Crawler is going to force them off for the moment, as we see that the 3rd is dealing with a few Zerglings right now. Not too many, just 4, I think. Maybe 6. Hang on. Yes, more like 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can count. The Mutas are moving back in to try to deal with that right now, as we've got just an Overlord hovering there. And, oh, that hatchery might go down. It's getting dangerously low. Where are those Mutas? They're coming back into the main. They're not going over to the 3rd. Or the 3rd. And that's partially because there's Roaches in the natural. Oh my goodness, Roaches and Lings in the natural. They're going to finally come in and take that out. The worker supply is so far in advance of Scarpo. 25 workers have been killed by him. Still more by Mare. But Mare is still somehow in, like, even with that tech switch, is still behind in everything. 35 supply to 71. Even though Mare currently can shoot units that can't shoot back, Scarpo just has more stuff. The macro may be 1 on the ground because the Mutas can't be everywhere effectively right yet. There isn't a large enough ball of them. There's only still 10 Mutas for Mare. This may not be enough. He needs to get some work done with them now before any tech switch is possible. That Overlord is going down to a Spore Crawler, and we see that Overlord still there. We've got 2. I read that as 14. Wrong one. Those are the drones. Those are the Mutas. 2 Mutas coming out for Mare. And a Hydralisk Den is coming out for Scarpo. And now this game was recorded back when Hydralisks were OP as anything in the game. In fact, more OP than anything in the game, I would argue, as a Protoss player. So that Hydralisk Den is going to be able to get some work done. And there's a few minerals being floated there. I assume ready to create 3 Hydras. Yep. 3 Hydras isn't going to be enough, but if you surround a Spore Crawler with those, that might be. As we see, just going around looking for some Overlords, trying to supply block him. Trying to get that, but that army supply difference is pretty big. In fact, that just supply difference. There's just so much more coming in for Scarpo right now. The Queens are able to drive those off for the moment. as we see them coming back in. I'm going to zoom back in again. Where are those mutas going? They're coming in trying to find some overlords, but they see the hydras. They take off one of the hydras. That's big. You don't want to let him get that hydra count up. They're dancing in and around those spore crawlers, trying to make sure they avoid the hydras and everything that can shoot up. Taking out the overlords and almost supply blocking him. One more and he's supply blocking him. But those queens, spore crawlers, and everything are going to hold them off. We've got more hydras coming out. He's going to be supply blocked now. He's going to have to build more overlords, and we see the overlords are coming right out now, straight away to replace that. We've got another hatchery going down again to try to reclaim that third for Mare. So you see him just going around the edges, trying to find a spot that he can pick them all off. He's going into that tight little muta clump, trying to take out that extractor and get everything in it. Takes out a few drones, I think. I can't tell. I don't know what I just did. Let's go back to here. And go over. Yep, here we go. Back to that point. He's dancing in and out, trying to avoid everything. Those mutalisks are starting to get to a dangerous number. Never mind, sorry, there's only 3 of them. I assume there were more elsewhere. Those 3 mutalisks aren't that dangerous yet, but they will be with 8 more mutalisks coming out. Trying to go out, take out that... Didn't actually take out that creeps tumor. What have we got up here? We have roaches coming out, which... Oh, that drone's going to get picked off. That expansion's going down. As we have roaches coming into the 3rd and mutas coming into the 4th. Oh my goodness, the mutas are possibly going to get driven off, but the roaches are coming in over the side. The 3rd has no defenses. The drones are being pulled. And some are getting targeted, but... Yeah, some are getting targeted, but that hatchery is definitely going down as those mutas are getting driven off by a massive hydralisk count. We've got 10 hydralisks. I know nothing, apparently. As that hatchery goes down completely. Another hatchery has already... Where is that hatchery going? Down here. We've got the mutalisks coming in to try to deal with those roaches. As the roaches are coming into the natural, they're going to be able to take it out. There's only 23 drones massively overmining. Scarpo has just prevented Mare from having an economy. He's not going to be able to do much, even with those mutas, with the hydras that are already out in the map. Those mutas are just going to tear through this army, but slow tearing, like when you're trying to tear really tough cardboard. It's going to happen, but it's going to take its time as they come in and they're going to try to route the natural over here and the main. God, I don't know anything. The main is getting massively routed. There's a lot of damage being done here. There's now 57 workers that have been killed for Scarpo, and as we can see, he's so much in the lead. 32 supply to 98. Mare is going to have to pull a miracle. Basically, those hydras need to just disappear from the game in order for Mare to be able to do anything here. We've got a hatchery coming up. And we have 8 workers here. Well, maybe less now. Oh, no, those queens are just dying. I don't know what they were trying to do. That was very strange. We've got 8 workers currently for Mare, and those 8 workers are going to have to rebuild his entire economy in about 3 seconds in order to catch back up to Scarpo here. We've got 1 mutalisk coming out against 2 hydras. Some zerglings getting picked off, but I'm not sure if they're trying to do a run by, and they're succeeding. Well, I mean, they're thinking there's going to be something here, which there isn't, but they're going to come down. We've got the hydralisk thing, ball coming out across the map. We have 24 hydras against 13 mutalisks, which is not enough. That 3rd is going down completely. I think Mare's lost here. There's nothing he can do against that hydralisk. There we go. There's the GG. Thank you very much again to Mare for sending this great game in. I don't know how I was supposed to cast that. That was just constant aggro everywhere. That was very awesome. So thank you very much for sending that in. And everyone, this has been a Sun League game. Go out and play a game of StarCraft Ladder. It may be intimidating, but Mare and Scarpo can do it. And if they can do it, so can you. Try not to lose against Muta Rush. Although, against Hydralisks, although they're a bit less OP now, so maybe you won't. And please leave a comment in the descriptions saying how you went, what happened in your game, did you win, did you lose to Hydras, are they still broken even though they've been fixed? Tell me anything about what happened to your game, anything and everything, I want to hear about it. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Probably tomorrow, because it's currently StarCraft-Cember. See you later.